Who do you have to ask you the tough questions in business? Who do you have to ask you the tough questions around your leadership, your sales process, or even your systems? Who do you have to challenge you? As leaders, many of us are either not prepared to put ourselves in an environment where we are challenged, or we surround ourselves with people who do not challenge our thinking. If you want to be a better leader, then you need to do both. You need to be in an environment that is safe but challenging, and you need people who you can trust to ask you the tough questions. Welcome to JT in the Raw, coming to you live from Wollongong, where I'm going to rock your core beliefs today. I'm going to rock you with 3 challenges to make you a better leader of your department, a better leader of your business, even a better leader of your team. You see, what I see so many times is us in business working on it, perhaps the wrong thing. And today we want to focus on the right thing. How is everybody? Welcome to JTinTheRaw show 168, where I chew the thin on business. And after 30 years in business, I have just a few thins to chew. And today it is all about helping you become a better leader, to help you challenge yourself to be better. I am coming to you from the back of the Novotel, so there's some kids heading off to school behind us. Today I'm down here because it's a big shout out to the New South Wales Personal Trainers Roundtable. We've got a meeting today down here in Wollongong, so looking forward to working with these guys. Just back from New Zealand, shout out to the New Zealand Industry Leaders Roundtable, where we met in Christchurch yesterday. And both yesterday and today in our roundtables, we are focusing on key performance indicators. We are focusing on the numbers in business, the numbers in business. And what we identified yesterday, which was really interesting, is that we could be focusing on the number up here. And as we actually discuss that further and further and further and deeper, it's another number that we actually should be focusing on. And how did we come to that solution? Really simple. Really simple. How do we come to that solution? Really simple. We asked tough questions. We asked some tough questions. See, the problem that I have in business today is that I think we often focus on the wrong thing. We might focus on the easy thing. And as leaders, it's our responsibility to look at the complete picture. And if that complete picture means we have to focus on something really fucking hard, then we've got to focus on that really hard thing. That is our responsibility as a leader of an organisation, and we cannot shirk that responsibility. Let me give you an example. Often in business, that we might have a cut in the business and it's bleeding, so we put a Band-Aid on it, but it's actually a gaping wound, and blood will continue to pour out of that gaping wound because the Band-Aid is not fixing it. It stops it momentarily, but it doesn't stop that blood streaming out. Another example for you is this. My newsfeed is your newsfeed. Give me a thumbs up or a love heart if you agree with this. Good morning, Chris Stevenson. How are you this morning, my friend, or this afternoon for you over there in the United States of America? Let me give you an example. Is your newsfeed, as mine is, filled with experts who promise to generate leads for your business? It seems now that if you're a successful business person, you now become an expert in generating leads through social media marketing. Call me a tad cynical, but there are so many variables, I don't even want to get to that because that would end up in a JT rant. However, my point is this. If in business your focus is on leads, and that if you are tempted to secure the services of any of these people in your newsfeed that guarantee you to generate leads, my question is this. Do you really need to generate leads, or do you need to be looking at another aspect of your business? Because are you leaking members? Do you not have the correct sales process? Because anyone that says to me, I need 100, any small business that says I need 100 leads a week, a month, my question is, how do you service them? What's your closing ratio? What's your processes? You see, someone has to ask the hard questions for you. Someone has to say to you in business, is that the right direction? And when we get comfortable in business, comfortable with our peers, no one asks those tough questions. Now what happens is this. I think as a leader, as a business owner, as a department leader or a team leader, more often than not, we get scared, we get nervous, we get egotistical even. What else? We get insecure to ask those, to be put in a situation where those tough questions are in fact asked about business. What about you? I want you to put yourself in a scenario now. I want you to put yourself in a scenario. I want you to think about if your business is here or your department is here and you want to get it up to there, that trajectory, what are you going to do? Now, are you thinking operationally? What do I need to do operationally? Or are you thinking strategically? What do I need to do from a strategy perspective to move my business from here to here? Now, when you come up with that plan, are you just going to run that plan? Are you just going to tell your team that plan? Are you going to get your team to buy in? Or are you actually going to get your team to challenge you, to ask questions? You see, when we become in a situation where we're not getting those outside perspectives on a problem, outside perspectives on an idea, then we're just running with our own idea. And perhaps our idea is not the best idea. Perhaps our idea is not the easiest idea. We, as a business leader, have a responsibility to put ourselves in an environment that will challenge our thinking, that will challenge the way we do things. We need to be put in an environment, a safe environment, a place where we feel safe, a place where we feel comfortable in an environment because of the vulnerability and the safeness of that. But we need to be in a place where people will ask us the tough questions in order for us to get better. So ladies and gentlemen, I've got 3 challenges for you. That's it, 3 challenges for you that I would love you to take on over the next 7 days. If you're up for these challenges, as I go through them, give me a love heart. Give me a love heart that says, I'm up for that challenge. Okay, number 1 is this. I want you to think of just one aspect. Think of just one aspect of your business and have an external person look at that aspect. Have them look at it from a different perspective. Their agenda? Right. Their agenda is to ask, why do you do it that way? And their agenda is to think, is that the best way to do it? So yeah, maybe it helps if someone has some background in the product or the knowledge that you're talking about. Or maybe you're going to someone with completely fresh eyes, completely different perspective. But challenge number 1 over the next 7 days is think of one aspect of your business and have an external person look at it from a different perspective. Their agenda, ask why do you do it that way, and to think, is that the best solution? If you're up for that challenge, give me a love heart right now. Number two, I want you to put, if you're up for this challenge, 50 in the comments below, and I will send you 50 tough questions that you need to ask yourself that you maybe never had the courage to ask. Challenge number 2, ask some tough questions to yourself that you've never had the courage to, and I've got 50 of them. If you want those questions, put 50 in the comments below. Whether you're watching live or on replay, put 50 in the comments below and I'll send you those 50 questions. Now, I can guarantee you this video will get viewed probably 400 or 500 times, and my prediction is less than 5 people will put 50 in the comments below because they don't want to be asked the tough questions. They don't want to get better. They don't want to be challenged. But if you do, you put 50 in the comments, I'll send you the link, download the 50 questions and ask them yourself. Ask yourself, or even better, with your team, ask, are we focusing on the right thing in our business to make it better? Are we focusing on the right thing to make our business better? Are we focusing on the right number? Are we focusing on the right process? Are we focusing on the right demographic? Are we focusing on the right service? Are we focusing on the right thing to make our business better? See, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most important things as a leader is you can have ideas. You can watch JTinTheRaw, you can listen to a podcast, you can read a book, you can have ideas. But ideas do not change the world. Actions change the world. And this show is designed to stimulate your thinking and give you ideas that you then go away and implement. And I've given you a challenge today, ladies and gentlemen, for you to get better, for you to get your business better, for you to get your team better, to get your department better. I've given you ideas. Now comes the action stage, and the action stage is completing one of these 3 challenges over the next 7 days. If you're just joining the show now, let me go through those 3 again very quickly. Number 1 is think of one aspect of your business and have an external person like me or someone else look at that part of the business from a different perspective. Number 2, put 50 in the comments below, and I will send you 50 tough questions to ask yourself in business that you never have had the courage to ask. And number 3, ask yourself or your team, are we focusing on the right thing, the right aspect of our business to make it better? Drop your ego, drop your barriers, open your mind to ideas, thoughts, and perhaps even a different direction. That's the challenge for you, ladies and gentlemen. The thrust of this show has come from years of round table, years of running round tables with club owners, franchise owners, personal training business owners. It's come from years of business coaching. And what I find is that a lot of times we focus on the wrong thing. We're focusing on the wrong thing to change the trajectory. We're focusing on generating leads when we haven't yet fixed our sales process or our onboarding process. We focus on product, getting our product right, but not having our team who understand the product or have had buy into the product. And what we don't have is somebody to ask those tough questions. And we need to be put in an environment where we feel very safe as a business owner to have those questions asked to us. That's the beauty of a round table that we run. That's the beauty of having a great relationship with a business coach. That's the beauty of having a great relationship with the mentor. But that mentor, that business coach, and even our round table comes from a place of love, a place of care to challenge you because we want you to get better. We want you to have a greater impact on this world. We want you to turn these ideas into actions, and those actions uplift the business. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been tuned into JTinTheRaw show 168, where I gave you 3 challenges. 3 challenges today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a major statement, a major important show for you in order to develop your business, in order to get better. And how do we finish every show? Every show finishes with quote of the week. And here it is. As leaders, many of us are not prepared to put ourselves in an environment where we are challenged, or we surround ourselves with people who do not challenge our thinking. As leaders, many of us are either not prepared to put ourselves in an environment where we are challenged, or where people ask us the tough questions. Think about that quote of the week as you move forward to achieve a shitload more in the next 7 days. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been tuned into JTinTheRaw show 168, coming to you live every week, same bat time, same bat place, and I will catch you on the flip side.